welcome back. Fallout 76. Really, if you mention Fallout to anybody who knows anything about games, they're going to say, oh, it's one of my favorites. So not only is it a favorite for people to play, but there's a guy out there who has used the mania behind Fallout, behind that movement, to raise a lot of money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. Kenneth Figure joins us now live. And Kenneth, thank you so much for taking the time to be on here. Describe how you started this project. It's been what, I think 2020 you started this. How you started this project and how it has just taken off and what it benefits.
Yeah, we started back in December of 2020, and you know, coming off of that terrible year for so many of us.
Of course.
It was going into the holiday season, it didn't really feel like Christmas that year for me personally, and you know, all of the anxiety and everything building up. So I wanted to end the year doing something positive. We've donated privately to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital for years. The work that they do, started by Danny Thomas, cutting child cancer rates to such a degree, and now children being able to survive just these horrible diseases. It's a wonderful mission that I believed in personally. So we started that first year. I thought maybe, you know, we'd get a handful of people who would be interested. We ended up with over 250 people who stream and content create around Fallout around the world get involved that year. And it's been getting bigger ever since. The team that we have this year, we have 578 people worldwide that are now on the Fallout for Hope initiative team in
talk
84
about how much
countries.
And how much money that you've raised, because that just blew me away when I watched the video on Twitter, and I thought, are you kidding me? You've raised that much money. Talk about what you've raised the first year and where you are now total. It's unbelievable.
Yep. So yeah, first year I believe was 109,000 for St. Jude alone.
Yeah.
We just passed 70,000 this year, 150,000 raised for them in total, and then. As far as what we've raised for this and other causes, we're now at $460,000.
Yeah, and this
raised since we started.
This is from people who care. That it's a community. Describe that community for people who maybe don't know anything about the gaming community. Describe the community and how unique it is that everyone comes together like this. It's just something really special about those people.
Yeah, I mean, when you think video games, you don't think necessarily charity, but St. Jude actually just announced a milestone that they reached. Since they started working with video gamers all over the world, they've raised in total $50 million for the hospital just working with video gamers. What makes, I think, the Fallout community so unique is we have this odd wholesomeness that built up around Fallout 76 specifically, because it was the first Fallout that we could actually play together for the very first time, which allowed a lot of this stuff to really take off.
Yeah, and we're so proud because here at WSAZ we got a little tiny mention, a little shout out during the game, during the Christmas version. Talk about that Christmas version. I think we can actually show that picture right now.
Yeah, so what we did this year, each year we get together with iconic actors and voice actors from film, TV, and video games and put on a play inside the video game. So they perform via webcam, and we also have sets that we build in Fallout 76 in the world. And this year we did something special. We did a parody of Gene Shepard's A Christmas Story. So we did a Fallout Christmas Story, and to tell a backstory to how that came to be, he had everyone post-apocalyptic rebuilding WSAZ-TV, West Virginia's very first television station. And now that they built a new building, they were going to restart TV for the first time. So we used that as the backdrop studio where we produced a Fallout Christmas Story in-game. So it's got offices and studios, and we went the whole 9 yards there.
Yeah, I have to tell you, it was a big honor for us. There was a cool factor that was involved because we thought, well, how cool is that? And then when I started showing it to everybody all around the station, then we got into the wow factor. So we have the cool factor, the wow factor, and then I think for some it was the jaw drop down factor. It was really something. We really do consider that a big honor, and especially considering the fact that we played, even as a TV station or as a group of people, a little tiny shred of anything that had to do with this fundraiser. It's an honor.
Yeah, thank you. It's wonderful to be able to build stuff like that in the world and have it connect to West Virginia history like you all are.
Yep, that's really neat. Kenneth, we really appreciate your time. Congratulations. The fundraiser is still going on, by the way, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We end the end of the first week of January, so we're going to shut down January 8th.
Okay, all right, so there we go.
Until we restart again next year.
Yes, to try again next year. Kenneth Vigue, keep up the great work. We really appreciate you being here. And we don't have to wish you luck because you've just done this all through a lot of hard work. So great work.
Thank you, with a lot of people helping me.
It's true, yeah. Hey, thanks, Kenneth.